Tonight,
I don't think they need it at this time because a lot of them have just gotten there, so they haven't proven themselves yet.
Residents are weighing in on a proposed salary increase for parliamentarians. I'm Delvaro Emmanuel, and we have their reaction just ahead.
Plus, the life of a promising artist restarting his life in Grand Bahama cut short in a fatal hit and run. Tonight, those who knew him say he left a lasting impression. And later, today is celebrated as National Flag Day. Hundreds of proud Bahamians filling Rawson Square earlier this morning to mark the occasion. And then in our news at 7:30, the country continues to mourn the tragic loss of life during recent car crashes. The tourism minister is weighing in. We have the details for these stories and so much more as our news live at 7 starts now. Welcome to our news live at 7. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Shepard. As Bahamians continue to grapple with the rising cost of living from gas and grocery prices and more, and as unions continue to raise the alarm over outstanding issues, a proposed pay increase for members of parliament and senators sparking heated debates and not sitting well with many. Our Delvaro Emmanuel took to the streets where he got reactions from residents here in the capital.
There are a lot of persons out here that still need food to eat, houses, homes. They could put the money elsewhere than getting raises because most of them already have another job. So having that along with raises, I don't agree with it at all.
That's just one of the many reactions we heard Wednesday as resident Kia Folks voiced her opposition to a proposed bill that would give members of parliament and senators new duty allowances. According to the Nassau Guardian, under the draft legislation, MPs would receive an additional $32,000 a year, while senators would receive $16,000 annually, both paid in monthly installments. Currently, MPs earn $28,000 a year, while senators receive $12,500. If approved, the changes would bring an MP's total salary and duty allowance to $60,000, while senators would receive $28,500. The proposal would also raise the Leader of Opposition's salary from $50,000 to $60,000, along with a new $5,000 duty allowance. Cabinet ministers who already receive separate ministerial salaries and allowances would also qualify for the new parliamentary duty allowance, pushing their total compensation to well over $120,000 a year. For many of the people we spoke with, the biggest issue isn't the pay itself, it's the timing.
Bahamians are barely surviving, and I feel like they're spending money on so much other things when they can invest in the Bahamas and in Bahamian lives.
I don't think they need it at this time because a lot of them have just gotten there, so they haven't proven themselves yet. And the timing with the gas prices and the cost of living is high already, so probably they should give it some time.
Now, also weighing in on the conversation is Free National Movement Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands and Coalition of Independence leader Lincoln Bain. They say a proposed salary increase for parliamentarians at this time is a slap in the face to the average Bahamian.
This was certainly not something that was signaled by this administration in the lead up to the election. Many Bahamians are catching their backside trying to pay bills, trying to afford food, to pay for medication. I could go on and on and on. And this is the first thing you come out the gate with. First thing, that is your priority.
The proposed compensation would still remain below that of some of the Bahamas' regional neighbors. MPs in Turks and Caicos and Jamaica both making over $90K per year. But Coalition of Independence leader Lincoln Baines says regional compensation doesn't change the fact that many Bahamians are still facing financial hardship.
I don't think they're out of touch. I just think they don't care. I think they know exactly what's going on with the Bahamian people. They are very astute politically, and they know exactly what's going on in this country because they have caused everything the way it is in this country, and they're responsible for it. They know, but they just don't care. They're giving themselves more money.
Reporting for our news, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
Thanks, Delvardo. Well, a policewoman who was manhandled by her boss has been awarded $50,250 in damages. The superintendent, Stephen Carey, shoved Deborah Seymour into a pile of tiles, causing her to hit her head on August 30th, 2021. The incident happened at the police training college during the COVID-19 pandemic. On the day in question, Seymour reported for duty, but was unable to produce her vaccination card when Carey requested it. Seymour was injured as Carey tried to forcibly remove her from the compound. She was diagnosed with post-concussion syndrome, head injury, and experiences pain in the right shoulder, arm, neck, and spine. According to Seymour, as a result, she has lost her confidence and ability to perform romantic activities. Assistant Supreme Court Registrar Akira Martin assessed damages after the police force failed to defend the lawsuit. Well, Tourism Minister Glenys Hannah Martin expressing confidence in her fellow cabinet colleagues' handling of recent criticism of the local jet ski industry. Hannah Martin was asked by reporters about the issue on the sidelines of today's flag-raising ceremony. Earlier this month, the U.S. Embassy Nassau issued a security alert warning Americans living in and visiting the Bahamas to avoid renting jet skis. The embassy pointing to what they describe as decades of inadequate enforcement. They say fueled a pattern of preventable tragedies, including sexual assaults and deaths. Hannah Martin also acknowledged the concerns, but also points to Transport Minister Leon Lundy's ongoing efforts.
He's working on a number of strategies, including additional training, and he's spoken to all of this. And so let us allow him to do his work, and let's see what the outcomes are. I'm confident that he will be very impactful in the work that he's undertaking.
Well, making healthcare more accessible for the nation's teachers. That's the goal behind a new initiative unveiled yesterday by Doctors Hospital. Building on the Dr. Meyer Rassin Foundation's long-standing commitment to education through scholarships, the hospital hosted an informational session for more than 100 educators focused on addressing the rising cost of medical care. Our Evelyn Ferguson tells us more.
The new Educators Advantage program is designed to make healthcare more affordable for teachers, providing them with greater access to medical services and support. Doctors Hospital CEO Dennis DeVoe says investing in the health and well-being of educators is an investment in the future of the country's classrooms.
And so through our Meyer Rassin Foundation scholarship program, this is something that we have historically done for many, many years, and so many Bahamians have been beneficiaries of that program. Today then represents a second part of our commitment to those that are in the space of education, in particular those that teach and the staff that support them. And so we thought it timely and fitting to commit to make healthcare more accessible and more affordable.
And while cutting down those immediate medical costs for educators is the priority right now, the long-term vision is to take this initiative even further.
Over the next couple of years, as we have more success with the program, we certainly will look at expanding the base of funding for it and perhaps broadening it even more than we have already today. But I know so many young Bahamians have received scholarship funds from the program over the 15 years that it's been in existence, and we expect to continue that.
Featured panelist, veteran educator, and Doctors Hospital board member Elma Garraway says the initiative is about much more than expanding access to health care. noting that teachers play a vital role in the nation's development and supporting their health and well-being is essential to ensuring they can continue shaping and inspiring future generations of Bahamians. She adds that investing in educators ultimately helps improve their quality of life while strengthening the country's classrooms.
It was the logical, it was the appropriate thing to do to ensure that teachers are given the opportunity to have greater access to quality health care for themselves, for their families, for their loved ones, and that they look after their own well-being, and especially at times when they're most vulnerable.
By taking care of the health of our teachers, this program protects the backbone of our nation, ensuring those who shape our future are finally taken care of too. Reporting for Our News, I'm Evelyn Ferguson.
Thanks so much, Evelyn. Well, a promising life, a gifted musician, and a dream tragically cut short in a hit-and-run accident in Grand Bahama earlier this month. What was supposed to be a new beginning in the Bahamas has ended in heartbreak for the family, friends, and the community. Our Chinasa Outen picks up the story.
That was the final performance of Sir Keith Kanchi Venkatesh Babu, smiling, playing his music, doing what he loved most at Cool Breeze Lounge. Just days later, that performance would become a last memory. The Indian national was fatally struck while jogging Tuesday night in Grand Bahama and left along the roadside. EMS rushed him to the hospital where he died hours later from his injuries. Babu had only been in the Bahamas for 2 months, and in that short time, those who met him said he left a lasting impression through his kindness, humility, and love for music. The owner of Cool Breeze Lounge, where Babu liked to perform on Sundays, say he was the kind of person who made people feel at home.
He was just an incredible person. He was called an angel at his memorial.
He says Babu was more than a talented musician. He was a friend, a positive spirit, and someone who had already become a part of the Grand Bahama family.
The loss of somebody like that, not just from the entertainment side of it, but from the community side, is a devastating and sad loss. You know, you just can't replace people like that.
For those who knew him, the news of his death was almost impossible to believe, especially his parents who remain in India, now forced to grieve the loss of their son from afar.
I got a call that says Sir Keith has passed. It was a blow, because just having just met him and him having that initial impact on me, and now having to lose somebody like that, knowing his lineage, his family, and that, you know, he was an only child to his parents, and his parents were so far away in India. Just got here to the Bahamas, just started to invest himself in our community and become a part of the community. It's a sad thing.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Chinasa Outen.
All right, well, we've still got more to come, but for now, meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Megan, and happy Wednesday evening, everybody. Partly cloudy skies on the outside. We do have some showers nearby. Temperature right now at 87 degrees with an east-southeast wind at 7 miles per hour. Your feels-like temperature is at 96. Other temperatures around the family balance right now, we are in the mid to upper 80s, 86 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, as well as in Allenstown, Bimini, and in Great Harbour, Key, the Berry Islands, over in Governor's Harbour as well. 87s, Nicholstown, North Andros, here in the capital as well. Marsh Harbour, Abaco, 84 there. 87 once again in Kemps Bay, South Andros. 85, Black Point, Exuma Keys, Georgetown, Exuma. Deadman's Long Island, Port Nelson, Rumkey, also in Coburn Thompson. Salvador, 86 in Arthurstown, Kid Island, and knit to the southeast Bahamas. 84, Duncantown, Ragged Island. Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, you have some showers nearby with a temperature of 83. 85 in Delectable Bay, Acklands. Abrahams Bay, Megon, 86. 84 in Providenciales, Tricks and Kickers Islands. Matthew Town, Inagwe, you are deep south. Temperature right now of 86. Sideline radar composite, we still have that boundary to the north across the northwest Bahamas. That's generating some showers and some isolated thunderstorms. We even got a couple of showers here early today in the capital. Still seeing some isolated showers across the northwest Bahamas. That boundary will continue to hang around. High pressure dominating the remainder of the islands. There is also a surface trough near the southeast Bahamas. That's going to spark a few showers down there during the next day or so. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. We'll take a second look at our weather when we come back.
Coming up in sports, we talk Bahamian hoops on and off the court, then find out where LeBron is headed in free agency. Okay, not really, but imagine if I knew.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Every week, one show drives the national conversation. On the Record, we challenge the issues, ask the tough questions, and dig deeper. We bring in the experts, the decision makers, and the voices that matter. Our discussions shape policy, influence change, and inform the public like no other. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. The conversations that shape the Bahamas start here, on the Record.
Every year, car theft in the Bahamas rises. Thieves are getting smarter and faster. Is your car a target? Compact vehicles are at risk. Don't become a victim. Simple steps can make all the difference. Lock your car. Invest in anti-theft devices. Park smart. Protect yourself. Stay alert. I am PC 4392 Trayshawn Ferguson. Stay vigilant. Report suspicious activity. And let's create safer communities together. Learn more by visiting theroyalbahamaspoliceforce.org.
And I was just telling my friend I wish I could get my Our News updates sent to my phone, like a WhatsApp message or something, you know?
Haven't you heard?
Well, who say that?
It's me, Jerome, your news godfather, and I'm here to update your life.
Well, how do you plan to update my life exactly? Because I don't think I'm understanding. Care to elaborate?
Our News has launched its broadcast channel. And now,
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. In-season tournaments matter. Just ask the Knicks. Actually, you can ask the Liberty. It's the second time they did this. JJ keeps collecting trophies, and now she helped Chris DeMarco get his first in the W. She finished with 9 points, 9 boards, and 3 blocks, and the Liberty beat the Las Vegas Aces 93-85 to win the 2026 Commissioner's Cup. It makes New York the first team in WNBA history to win the tournament twice, so they got to pop champagne, periodically.
There's an off-season from NBA play, but no real off-season from NBA news, and the transactions may not be done just yet. Good news, Bahamian NBA fans. Buddy Hield and DeAndre Ayton got their money. Now they just gotta figure out how many minutes they're gonna get. Buddy is officially returning to the Atlanta Hawks after the team guaranteed his $9.7 million contract for the next season. DA's summer has been a lot less stressful after he picked up his $8.1 million player option to stay with the Lakers.
Consider this one Dante Stewart's official welcome to the minors moment. I just hope he got to keep the ball. Stewart can cross first homer in the Phillies organization off his to-do list. We can yada yada over the final score against Brooklyn, but the point here is Dante stepped up in the 4th inning and blasted a solo shot to left center so high that it hit the top of the video board. Stewart signed with Jersey Shore in High A on June 18th, and since then, through 11 games, he's hit 200, scored 6 runs, drove in 3, stole 6 bases, and now has his first homer. That'll do it for Our Sports, but we're contractually obligated to be back on Our News at 7:30.
When Our News comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as U.S. and Iran enter technical talks to agree on the flow of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Plus, a powerful storm in Romania overnight leaves 1 person dead and causes flooding in 20 counties. And then CARICOM's newest chairman releasing his first statement in office, assuring Caribbean countries he's committed to building a more resilient and sustainable region. We have the details when Our News returns.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser.
Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. The U.S. and Iran held indirect technical talks in Doha on Wednesday as they seek to agree on the flow of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz and secure a lasting ceasefire. The talks are based on a 14-point interim accord signed last month that was meant to halt the war and reopen the strait, while setting up 60 days of negotiations for a permanent peace deal. Iran is determined to win international recognition of its control over the strait and its ability to levy fees on ships entering or leaving the Gulf, even if it has to do so by force. Traffic has partially resumed through the waterway, which handled 1/5 of global oil and liquefied natural gas trade before the war. A powerful storm struck Romania's capital overnight into Wednesday, killing one person and causing flooding in 20 counties following an intense heat wave. The torrential storm hit 60 localities, and emergency services pumped water from more than 350 houses and 100 streets. The hardest hit areas were the capital's municipality and a neighboring county, where one person died when a tree fell on their car. Emergency services received more than 2,000 requests for help. Rescuers and resources such as trucks, water pumps, and chainsaws were deployed from other counties. The Caribbean community, CARICOM, has a new leader at the helm, Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister of St. Lucia. He will serve from July 1st until December 31st, 2026. In his first statement since assuming leadership, he notes that during his tenure as chairman, his commitment is clear. CARICOM must continue to move closer to the people. It must be seen and felt not only in meetings and declarations, but also in communities, schools, businesses, homes, and in the opportunities available to every Caribbean citizen. He notes that we must also continue to build a more resilient and sustainable region. This means advancing climate action, strengthening food and nutrition security, supporting economic growth, embracing digital transformation, expanding opportunities for trade and investment, and improving the movement of people, skills, services, and ideas across the community. On the other side of this break, the countdown to the country's Independence Day continues. Our Evelyn Ferguson has the highlights from today's national flag raising ceremony. And then in our news at 7:30, touted as the Bear of the Bahamas, Kalik also celebrating what makes us uniquely Bahamian. We'll give you those details when our news continues.
Danielle here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more great content, be sure to hit that notification button and follow the team you already trust.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on our TV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, industry leaders, cultural icons, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episode on our YouTube channel. 9 seasons strong, and we're just getting started. This is On the Record.
Joshua Williams here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button and to follow all of our social media pages. Also, don't forget to push that notification button so that you can see all of the great content from the team you already trust.
Conflict doesn't have to end in chaos. Before it escalates, take a breath. Step back. Choose peace.
Under the bright Bahamian sun, Rawson Square came alive this morning for the national flag raising ceremony, officially kicking off the start of the independence season as we prepare to mark 53 years of independence. The Ministry of Tourism, in conjunction with the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Heritage, led the charge, and they were joined by the Royal Bahamas Police Force Pop Band and proud Bahamian citizens. Our Evelyn Ferguson was there.
As the flag rose high, Bahamians were dressed in their aquamarine, gold, and black outfits. Together, they remind us that we move forward, upward, onward, one nation, one people, one Bahamas, celebrating our heritage and shaping our tomorrow. Culture Minister Leslie Miller Bryce stepping into her first independent season as Minister of Culture, Arts and Heritage, highlighting how the flag connects with the traditions, artistry, and heritage.
We honor the sacrifices of those that came before us, the aspirations of today, and the promise of generations to come. As the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Heritage, we are entrusted with safeguarding our cultural identity. We recognize that our flag represents our history, our traditions, and our vibrant cultural expressions that define us. From Junkanoo to our artisans, storytellers, and our heritage sites.
Minister of Tourism Glenys Hannah Martin widened the lens, speaking on the resilience and pride that we have carried the Bahamas from its earliest days to independence.
It reminds us of the sacrifices, the hard work, the discipline, the calculated thought, the determination, and the high purpose that gave birth to this modern Bahamas. This flag reminds us that we are a great people, but it commands us to fall below that stellar standard, never to second guess ourselves, and always to purposefully cultivate an emerging generation.
Standing here in Rawson Square, the raising of the flag officially kicks off our 53rd independence season. But beyond the ceremonial pageantry, everyday citizens and a new culture minister are both looking squarely at what will take shape in the nation's tomorrow. Reporting from the heart of the capital, I'm Evelyn Ferguson.
All right, great report. Thanks so much, Evelyn. Now to watch that story and any of today's top stories, be sure to visit ournews.bs. That does it for our news at 7. Joining us now is our Italia Hall Thomas with the latest headlines. Italia.
Well, coming up, the Nassau Cruise Port predicting continued growth for visitor arrivals. This as officials boast of impressive numbers even during the typically slow season. Here are your latest headlines.
First tonight on our news live at 7:30, following the devastating crash that killed 4 teenagers, Minister Glenys Hannah Martin is speaking out on the tragedy. Plus, authorities are searching for 2 women wanted in connection with an alleged housing scam in Grand Bahama. We have the latest. Also, a Supreme Court judge has denied an injunction over the reassignment of an acting senior magistrate as the legal challenge continues. And later,
a community advocate is renewing her calls for the publication of the sex offenders list. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
We have the full story when Our News live at 7:30 returns.
Hey,
Hey guys, Megan Shepherd here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button if you'd like to see more content like this. Follow all of the Our News social media pages so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Chances is the great house to play, even down to the staff, is perfect. You're going to marvel.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face. I know just what to do, go to the paint place. So if you wanna...
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall-Thomas. First, tonight's Tourism Minister Glenys Hannah-Martin reflecting on the recent tragic tragedies that claimed the lives of so many young people, saying she was left speechless by the losses. Since Sunday, 7 people have lost their lives in violent car crashes. The deadliest accident happened just after 1 on Sunday morning when 4 teens died after their car slammed into a tree on Shirley Street. Hannah-Martin notes that she's spoken with Transport Minister Leon Lundy, who says he's working with police and the Ministry of Works to raise education and address the issue. She also called the recent tragedies a nightmare for their loved ones.
The call that people are getting, parents and loved ones are getting as a result of these fatalities is of the worst nightmare we would not wish on to any person. No person, and particularly for us who have children. We would never wish that on anyone. So we pray that our young people and all of our people, as they hit the streets, that they do so with caution and circumspection, so they can get from point A to point B and move on to enjoy their lives and to go from strength to strength.
Well, the family of the alleged 19-year-old driver involved in Sunday's deadly crash, involving several others, including 4 young women who died, is now speaking out, issuing a public apology after a video believed to show the teen in a hospital bed with friends began circulating on social media. The video, recorded just hours after the crash, appeared to show the group sharing what many viewed as a lighthearted moment, sparking widespread outrage as 4 teenage girls had lost their lives in the tragedy. In a statement shared online, the family said they are, quote, deeply sorry, end quote, for the pain the video caused, insisting it was a private clip recorded for relatives and friends who were unable to visit the hospital and that it was leaked without their permission. They said the video does not reflect the alleged driver's remorse. The statement also addressed comments made in the video that some associated with gang activity, saying there was no criminal intent and that certain phrases were misunderstood or were simply personal nicknames. The family says they have since received death threats and have chosen to remain anonymous for their safety and are asking the public for grace as they move forward with humility and accountability. Well, our news team visited the scene of the crash today, and camera footage captures a makeshift memorial made up of bouquets, teddy bears, and photos that has been set up. Workers from the Ministry of Works were also nearby on Wednesday morning leveling manholes and potholes. Now, no word yet on whether charges will be filed. Well, 2 Grand Bahamian women are being sought or were being sought by police in connection with an alleged housing fraud that investigators say has left several people claiming they were scammed out of thousands of dollars. However, police have now confirmed that 58-year-old Adriana Gilbert of Schooner Close has surrendered to authorities. However, 54-year-old Marsha Marceletta Cooper of East Grand Bahama remains wanted. The investigation centers around an alleged housing scheme. According to 2 Grand Bahama residents, the women posed as Ministry of Housing agents, promising them government homes. They say the women collected deposits of up to $5,000 from them, which they paid in installments. The victims claim the process appeared to be legitimate. They were shown home designs, submitted documents, and were told they would receive receipts and lot numbers once payments were complete. But after some families finished paying, they say communication became limited. And despite promises of funds, they claim no money was returned and they haven't heard a word from the women since. Those affected are now calling for government intervention. Now, Grand Bahama Minister Ginger Moxie says the matter has no connection to the ministry for Grand Bahama, but we will continue to follow this developing story. A Supreme Court judge has refused to grant an injunction preventing the transfer of acting senior magistrate Anishka Isaacs to the Supreme Court. Isaacs was placed on administrative leave on April 20th, pending an investigation into complaints about her from defense lawyers and members of the public. Although the investigation by the Judicial and Legal Services Commission did not result in disciplinary action, Isaacs was reassigned to the Supreme Court as deputy registrar in June. Isaacs claimed that the decision damaged her reputation, undermined her judicial independence, and breached due process, unlawfully stripped her of the office to which she had constitutionally been appointed. She was appointed Deputy Registrar of the Court of Appeal in July 2022. In June of 2024, she was appointed as acting senior magistrate for 18 months. The appointment was extended for 18 months in December of 2025. Acting Supreme Court Justice Reynard Rigby Casey dismissed the application for an injunction pending a challenge to the Commission's decision. Switching gears now, in the wake of serious sex crimes and shocking cases brought before the courts, a well-known community advocate is strongly calling for the publication of the sex offenders registry. And while another crisis expert disagrees, the advocate says it's time for those in authority to stop protecting the identities of those she describes as monsters. Our Joshua Williams reports.
For the past few days, traffic fatalities have dominated headlines and front pages. But sex crimes and the way perpetrators are handled continue to be top concern for residents. Reports of serious sexual offenses continue to spark public concern, reigniting debate over whether the Bahamas should make its sex offenders registry public. Some disagree, like Bahamas Crisis Center Executive Director Dr. Sandra Dean Patterson, who argues that the information should only be available to those with a legal obligation or a direct responsibility for the care and protection of victims. However, her position has since drawn criticism from some members of the public, including families of all murdered victims President Candy Gibson, who strongly believes the register should be made public, especially when it comes to children.
What fate a child has? Something for babies. What fate a child has? Come on, man, enough is enough now.
Dean Patterson believes that making the registry public could do more harm than good, but Gibson feels differently.
So what happens to a child? His identity gets to be hid away from the public until he reoffends again. Then the system know that he's a reoffender and he can't be rehabilitated. While you destroy that person's child, that person's future? I would say this, there's enough time out now to be playing with these people who refuse to keep their private parts to themselves.
And children are not the only ones falling victim to sexual violence. Just this week, a 54-year-old man was accused by prosecutors for raping his 91-year-old mother. Gibson says the time for games is over and believes stronger action can no longer be delayed.
I said sex registry or designate one family island far away from everybody and put them there.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that report, Joshua. Well, hot temperatures continuing across the chain of islands. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and welcome back, everybody, for a second look at weather around the islands and outside our studios. Partly cloudy skies on the outside right now with a temperature of 87 degrees. The winds out of the east-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 96. Satellite radar composite, we still have that boundary across the northwest Bahamas, sparking quite a bit of shower activity across the northwestern islands. Grand Bahama, Bimini, as well as the Andros area, and Abaco getting some showers. We even had a couple of isolated showers here in the capital earlier today. Still seeing a few showers on the outside. Most of those showers and those isolated thunderstorm activity will continue tonight as this boundary hangs around for at least another 24 hours before things start to clear out. Weak surface trough near the southeast Bahamas, also sparking a few showers down there as well. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. We'll take a look at the tropics and your extended forecast when we come back.
Still to come in our news, cruise tourism remains on course for another strong year as port officials share the latest arrival projections and outlook. And later, a new fiscal year is underway at Cable Bahamas. The company's CEO detailing what customers can expect in the months ahead. That's all coming up when our news returns.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face. I know just what to do, go to the paint place. So if you wanna paint it right the first time, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place. And if you want it to last a lifetime, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place.
Doctors Hospital has reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
Danielle here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more great content, be sure to hit that notification button.
We're in the middle of the busy summer months, and the Nassau Cruise Port is bustling with a steady stream of visitors. That's according to the port CEO and director, Mike Mora. Mora telling us the port experienced a record day back on June 8th, welcoming a historic 33,254 passengers that day. He says despite technically being in the slow season, business is still booming.
We have seasonal traffic, meaning we do have summer traffic and we have winter traffic. But I will tell you that likely every other, apart from the ports of Miami, Port Everglades, and Port Canaveral, U.S. ports, every other, let's call it port of call port or transit port, would give their left arm to have our slow season, which is so we're actually in the slow season today, and we have 6 ships and we have over 19,000 passengers today. So our traffic is strong.
The port has become a staple in downtown Nassau since its opening in 2023. Morris says the constant improvement and attraction additions that not only keep visitors coming, but also gives them a unique experience at the port.
You know, blessing and curse of proximity is that many of our guests are repeat visitors. And so it's incumbent upon us, as commercial Bahamian business people, to continue to innovate and invest in our product. Because if you have been to Disney World, as an example, with your kids, and it's like the 5th, 6th, 7th year you've been there, you're probably skipping some rides because you've done it so many times. And so what Disney has to do, just like we have to do, is continue to innovate and offer something new and fresh.
All right, well, today, July 1st, marks the formal beginning of a new fiscal year for us at Cable Bahamas Group of Companies. And while the service excellence mandate has been set for employees, we're now turning our attention to what this means for our customers. Our Daniel Miller sat down with our group CEO to talk about the next chapter. Let's take a look.
Dubbed FY 26-27, Cable Bahamas Group of Companies has now commenced a new financial year, starting on July 1st, 2026, and concluding on June 30th, 2027. The organization has several initiatives planned, both internally and externally. Cable Bahamas Limited's Group of Companies President and CEO, Franklin Butler, detailing an action item he says is at the top of the agenda, and it's consumer-centric. The transition from hybrid fiber coaxial linked to the REV network to a live fiber.
Most HSC customers probably have 30 megabytes download and probably 10 upload. When you migrate to a live fiber, at a minimum, you probably have 250 megabits download and 100 upload.
He says this upgrade will enable customers to download and stream more videos and music, as well as improve the functionality of IoT devices like Ring cameras and more. But these upgrades will be implemented only on specific islands during this financial year.
We are not going to do all islands of the Bahamas, but we are going to be focused on those main territories of particularly Abaco and New Providence in this financial year to have those completed, and then thinking and planning how do we get Grand Bahama and Eleuthera as our secondary markets completed from a live fiber perspective.
Digital connectivity is not the sole focus for CBL. The company also aims to foster community development. In previous years, CBL has organized signature events such as Inspire Her, supported Junkanoo, and recently relaunched the Cable Cares Foundation. And the link to community doesn't end there. Butler says CBL has pledged $1 million for community investments.
In addition to that, we are always in the community partnering. I mean, we have community walkabouts. We have partnerships with Hands for Hunger. We have partnerships with schools across the length and breadth of the Bahamas where we are being actively involved in the community. And so we just want you to know that continue to look out for us, because as not only are we connecting you to more capacity, we are giving our best, our time to make sure that we connect with those communities that really matter, because nobody knows the Bahamas better than a cable Bahamian.
Reporting for our news, I'm Danielle Miller.
Coming up in sports, JJ helped Chris DeMarco get his first trophy as a Liberty head coach. And before free agency really got started, some major contract news for Bahamian NBA pros. Hopefully not the last news we hear.
Doctors Hospital is reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Family, how you look so down? Set up all cold and flu, could flip that frown. All the coughing and that runny nose cannot last. You must come back to work and class. Set them all can deal with that fast, yeah. Try set them all cold and flu, daytime and nighttime too. Try Setamol, cold and flu, and get back to the better you. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Distributed by Lowe's Wholesale Drug Agencies Limited.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Danielle here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more great content, be sure to hit that notification button and follow the team you already trust.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seat belts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Marknut. Let's do show. In-season tournaments matter. Just ask the Knicks. Actually, you can ask the Liberty. It's the second time they did this. JJ keeps collecting trophies, and now she helped Chris DeMarco get his first in the W. She finished with 9 points, 9 boards, and 3 blocks, and the Liberty beat the Las Vegas Aces 93-85 to win the 2026 Commissioner's Cup. It makes New York the first team in WNBA history to win the tournament twice, so they got to pop champagne, periodically. Fun fact, the last time New York won the Commissioner's Cup was 2023 against Las Vegas. A few months later, the Aces got the last laugh by winning the WNBA title. So we may see this again, run it back, but change the ending.
I don't think, speaking to everybody, whether it was on the plane, whether it was after those games, no one felt like we were going to come in here and lose this game. But I think now we have to refocus ourselves and understand that we have a really tough team in Minnesota that's coming in here and they want to get a win too. And so we want to build off of this. We don't want to take another step backwards. And I think that's the next step for us.
There's an off season from NBA play, but no real off season from NBA news. And the transactions may not be done just yet. Good news, Bahamian NBA fans. Buddy Hield and DeAndre Ayton got their money. Now they just got to figure out how many minutes they're going to get. Buddy is officially returning to the Atlanta Hawks after the team guaranteed his $9.7 million contract for the next season. He averaged 8 points and 39% shooting from 3. But the problem was getting on the floor. After the trade to Atlanta, Buddy found himself out of the regular rotation, and now the Hawks have added to an already crowded backcourt this offseason, trading for Aaron Wiggins. DA's summer has been a lot less stressful after he picked up his $8.1 million player option to stay with the Lakers. In a much mangled season, he averaged 12.5 points and 8 rebounds per game, shooting 67% from the floor. Both teams, both players, are still being mentioned in trade rumors as they look to reshape their roster, so there may be a lot left to decide between now and training camp. But as it stands today, Buddy got paid, Aiden got paid, and now we wait to see whether the next headlines are about rotations or new rosters.
Consider this one Dante Stewart's official welcome to the minors moment. I just hope he got to keep the ball. Stewart can cross first homer in the Phillies organization off his to-do list. We can yada yada over the final score against Brooklyn, but the point here is Dante stepped up in the 4th inning and blasted a solo shot to left center so high that it hit the top of the video board. Stewart signed with Jersey Shore in High A on June 18th, and since then, through 11 games, he's hit 200, scored 6 runs, drove in 3, stole 6 bases, and now has his first homer. That'll do it for Our Sports. This is 10YS. So Norman Powell got the deal. What does it mean?
I mean, he's been here for the last week, so deal or no deal, he was going to play.
But what does it mean for us?
Still ahead on our news tonight, Galik is gearing up to celebrate the nation's independence with a new campaign featuring limited edition designs. Our Daniel Miller has the full story coming up, and Greg is back with their extended weather when our news returns. Stay with us.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on our TV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, industry leaders, cultural icons, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episode on our YouTube channel. 9 seasons strong, and we're just getting started. This is On the Record.
Joshua Williams here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button and to follow all of our social media pages. Also, don't forget to push that notification button so that you can see all of the great content from the team you already trust.
Conflict doesn't have to end in chaos. Before it escalates, take a breath. Step back. Choose peace. Listen to understand. Respectful conversations lead to real solutions. I am Sergeant 3599 Johnson of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, urging you, let's talk it out, not fight it out.
This is our news. Welcome back. Frontal boundary across the northwest Bahamas near stationary attached to low pressure system that's northeast of the islands, continuing to spark a few showers and some isolated thunderstorms across the northwest Bahamas. We will continue that pattern through tonight and into tomorrow as most of the moisture remains trapped just to the south of the islands. We do have a surface trough across the southeast Bahamas as well as generating a few showers down there, and we will continue to see those actions later on tonight through tomorrow as well. High pressure dominating at the surface, keeping us with an east to southeasterly wind flow, kind of light and nice for boating once you stay out of the showers and the thunderstorm activity. The tropics remaining quiet. We don't have much to talk about out there. A couple of tropical waves moving across the tropical belt, not showing any organization at this time. System that we were watching just to the north of the islands, Nash Hurricane Center, has basically dropped that one. Still a low pressure system, but it's expected to generate a few showers across the northern islands. Future forecast showing that nicely. Some showers and thunderstorm activity remaining across the northwest Bahamas through tomorrow. Most of the activity will be isolated, and then come Thursday into Friday, still the same. Just a few isolated showers popping up across the big islands, not Andros in particular. And once again on Saturday, more showers in the forecast. Boating forecast tonight to tomorrow, your winds will be out of the southeast to south, 10 to 15 knots. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. High tide is at 9:50 tonight. The low tide takes place at 4:21 in the morning for the central and southeastern islands, and east to southeasterly flow continuing at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, we'll keep the shower activity in place as that frontal boundary traps some moisture across the northwest Bahamas. Most of the activity will be isolated to scattered. Some isolated thunderstorms expected. The heat advisory continues as well, so make sure you stay hydrated. Increase some moisture on the weekend. Look for some showers and thunderstorms increasing during that time frame. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. Well, widely recognized as the Bear of the Bahamas, Kalik is celebrating the nation's independence with a new campaign featuring limited edition designs that will appear on your television screens, electronic devices, and on store shelves. Recently, our Daniel Miller attended the brand's exclusive launch event where the campaign was officially unveiled.
Storytelling, art, and culture collide here at the Gallery and Wine Bar as Kalik unveils their limited edition labels.
A new campaign called In Our Hands has been launched by Kalik, highlighting the brand's 4 core pillars: the cowbell, conservation, connectivity, and culture, each pillar represented by a unique limited edition label. Speaking at Thursday's launch event, Commonwealth Brewery Marketing Director expressed that this idea reflects a sense of community.
The team brought it to me because, of course, the summer, it's about hot temperatures, but also it's about independence, right? And every independence, that's a good reminder for the brand to also take the flag and say, okay, what do you want to celebrate this year?
A local artist, Theo McLean, was chosen to bring the campaign's artistic vision to life. McLean says while the marketing team provided him with the overall direction, he was also given the creative freedom to make the designs his own. In the end, he was amazed by the final result.
I am overwhelmed, to be honest with you. Other than designing and sending files over to the right parties at hand, this is my first time seeing everything in its glory, and I am honored.
To further bring the campaign to life, a commercial was produced by Lovato Stubbs, owner of Conch Boy Films. Kalik brand representative Stephen Roll said, showcasing Bahamian culture and local talent is at the heart of the Kalik brand.
Telling our story about In Our Hands and our 4 pillars. So culture, connectivity, the cowbell, and conservation are our 4 pillars at Kalik. And those represent who we are and who we want to be and who we aspire to be.
Reporting for our News, I'm Danielle Miller.
All right, thanks so much for that, Danielle. If you want to see that story again, it's available now at ournews.bs. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall-Thomas. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.